Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. From the 27, Rodgers. That'll be complete to Allen Lazard. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. That'll give him 8 that time. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And this will be a Packers first down as he's got this up to the 40. Line. Now a play fake. Rodgers. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Throwing now is Rodgers. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That one goes for 36 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. Throw right side. This is into the hands of the tight end, Tunyon. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it's 2nd down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Here's Rodgers. He finds Watson complete. And it's a Packers touchdown. Aaron Rodgers finding Christian Watson. And the Packers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. On is Mason Crosby for the point after. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Steps away to his left. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. But good hands there defensively. That's 2nd down. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw is Brady. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. He'll get that out to the flat to White. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. Brady going to go on 4th down. Escaping the pressure right. And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. And the Packers pick it up. And some room to roam now. And he will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Green Bay touchdown. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
Crosby with the extra point, and the lead now stands at 13. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. Meanwhile, Brady's throw on target to Godwin here. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That's a gain of 13 as they try to whittle away at this 13-point deficit. Brady now on 1st down. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at 2nd down. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And some space here. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A big run by the big man Fournette. 47 yards. They keep it with Fournette on 1st down. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. 13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports. In motion right is Jones. They'll send a receiver in motion left. On 2nd down, they'll run with White down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Being chased out left. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Scotty Miller from 6 yards away. And the Buccaneers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. It took a pretty big risk right there going for it on 4th down. But, hey, not only did they get the first down, forget about that, they got in the end zone.
Yeah, because normally you're just thinking, can I get enough yardage to get it past the sticks and pick up a first down? Instead, they go for the end zone and get it done with no margin for error. Remember, 4th down, they went for it.
The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. The long drive last time out for this offense, Charles, if you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Rodgers going to throw. Got his man. It's Bo Melton. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Jones is in. Touchdown, Packers. Well, that was a quick drive. The passing game set it up, and then the running game finishes it off.
And how about how few plays it was to get it done, but they threw it downfield and then pounded it into the end zone. And as a former defender, I can tell you, it hurts just a little bit more when they run it into the end zone instead of throwing it.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the lead now stands at 13. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
The throw on 2nd down by Brady is incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. A high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
Game clock at 2:01. Time for one final play before the 2-minute warning. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they find a way to convert on 4th and 10. Now Brady. Forced out to his left. Looking downfield for Godwin. And got his man complete. And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. And even 40 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Here's Brady to throw. Going for Evans, but that pass is intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Here's Jones again on 2nd down.
And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. From midfield, here's Rodgers. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. Touchdown, Packers. Christian Watson with his 2nd touchdown here in this first The NFL on EA Sports brings us to the banks of the Ohio River and Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Buffalo Bills and the Cincinnati Bengals. Tyler Bass about ready to get us going. And we are underway from Cincinnati. And they will elect to not bring this. Out as our first drive will begin at the 25.
Here we go. Can. Stop. Here we go. 49 is the mark. Mark 49.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down. A first carry for the former Oklahoma Sooner, Joe Mixon. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Dumps it off to Mixon. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 17 and a Cincinnati first down.
We can talk all on about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping.
This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jamar Chase, 58 yards. And the Bengals are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. Allen going to fire quickly and get it to Diggs out wide. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now a first carry for the brother of Dalvin. It's James Cook. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Allen now looks to throw. Flush to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. Mixon showing off his pass rush repertoire that time.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Allen going to go on 4th down. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
Tackle made there by Jordan Poyer.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
They'll give it to Mixon, and he is in. Touchdown, Bengals.
Joe Mixon
Punching it in from a yard away.
And the Bengals are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And it's now 14-0.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. McKenzie will not return this, and it will be brought out to the 25.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. On second down, Cook. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
They run again on first down, Cook.
And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Allen.
That's complete to Davis. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 43. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. From the 39, Allen. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. There for the sack, B.J. Hill.
Well, you're already up a couple of scores here in the first half defensively, and Charles, they just seem to be playing really free on that side of the football.
I love the observation because with that type of a lead, they feel like they can take a few more chances and be even more aggressive, and it's been paying off for them so far this game.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down, and the Bengals will get the football back. The Bengals' drive about to get going. Now Burrow on 1st down. Flushed out right. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. 3 yards remain for 2nd down. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Open receiver. That's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And this is caught. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jamar Chase with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bengals have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Allen. Setting up the screen for Cook. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Allen off the play fake. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing on 2nd and long. Allen. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free. This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
So they're going for it, and here's Allen. Going deep for Diggs.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. And the Bengals are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner, and with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early, and he shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Burrow, he's going to take another shot here. He's got a man, complete. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that makes the score 28-0. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. We'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're going to come back, it's going to have to start right now.
Yeah, and for them, it's not dwelling in the negative because, yes, they were totally ineffective in the first half. But we've seen many games that have flipped around in the second half. It all starts with this drive right here. They get something good going, put some points on the board, they begin to have hope.
Well, a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they work this well upfield across the 45. First down, here's the run with Cook.
On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Again, it's Cook. They find some open field here.
And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. To the air, Allen. They'll roll him out right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage.
2nd and 4. They can still get a first down without scoring.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Nyheim Hines, a 6-yard touchdown run.
And the Bills are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Allen will try to throw for it. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll get in. And they're going to draw themselves 2 points closer. And with a successful 2-point try, the QB rolling out, I would imagine on the defense that makes it tough. When he goes out, he's got the option to run or pass.
Yeah, it really does. If you decide not to bring extra people or extra pressure, maybe you have to have a spy on the quarterback, someone to account for him, because oftentimes that is the unaccounted for player.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points. They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Burrow, he's going to float this one deep right side, and it's intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it.
And the Bills are going to take over here up near the 40. They'll still down quite a bit here, several scores. But, yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And, look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Escaping the pressure right. Throw left side complete. That's McKenzie. Allen now on first down. Flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and
he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. There's Sam Hubbard that time in there to bring him to the ground. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Airing one out for Crowder. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Von Bell. And the Bengals are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field. I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. To throw again on 2nd down. Burrow. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there. They run for it with Mixon. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Meanwhile, Burrow's throw taken in here by Chase. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 10 yards there on a Bengal 1st from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. Touchdown! Jamar Chase, 32 yards. As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. McKenzie will not return this, and it will be brought out to the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage, because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games, and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense, and frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. He finds his man, complete. It's McKenzie. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. Again, they'll throw with Allen. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Sam Hubbard picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Allen.
Diggs crossing the field and bringing it in.
This offense so far on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
Third down, here's a run by Cook.
And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. One final try here for Allen. Flushed out right. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Von Bell.